The first thought arrives fast, clean, and confident. A quiet moment before action. A screen lights up. A sentence is read once. Understanding feels immediate. The body reacts before the mind slows down. A subtle nod, a sense of readiness, the feeling that the answer is already there. Speed feels like intelligence. Immediate clarity feels like insight. The nervous system relaxes when something lands quickly. There is no tension of not knowing, no delay, no friction. The thought feels native, as if it came from somewhere reliable. What is rarely noticed is what did not happen. No pause, no comparison, no second pass. The mind skipped a step without announcing it. It chose the first available interpretation and treated it as sufficient. The comfort that followed felt earned. From the outside, it looks decisive. From the inside, it feels efficient. The thought fits neatly into place, and everything moves forward. Nothing feels missing because nothing was ever searched for. This is how the first thought earns its authority.
Number 10. A man reads a short message and immediately forms an opinion. His eyes move on. His breath stays steady. This is cognitive immediacy bias. Fast interpretations feel more accurate. Speed reduces perceived effort. Cause leads to effect. Quick conclusions feel trustworthy. And that's where preference forms. The first thought feels clean enough to keep.
Number 9. A woman answers a question without hesitation. The response sounds practiced, even though it is not. This is fluency attribution. Ease of retrieval is mistaken for correctness. Thoughts that surface easily feel reliable. Cause produces effect. Accessibility becomes evidence. That's the misread. The mind trusts what comes fastest.
Number 8. A man feels slight discomfort when considering an alternative explanation. He drops it quickly. This is cognitive ease preservation. Discomfort signals effort. Effort threatens efficiency. Cause leads to effect. Alternatives are dismissed to restore ease. And that's the closure. The first thought keeps its place.
Number 7. A woman recalls past moments when her first instinct worked. Her posture straightens. This is selective recall reinforcement. Successes are remembered more clearly than failures. Memory highlights confirmation. Cause produces effect. Confidence inflates. That's the reinforcement loop. Misses fade. Hits remain.
Number 6. A man defends his initial impression when questioned. His tone firms slightly. This is commitment anchoring. Early conclusions become reference points. Anchors shape later judgment. Cause leads to effect. Revision feels like loss. And that's the resistance. Changing feels worse than staying. Number 5. A woman feels relief after deciding quickly. The tension leaves her shoulders. This is decision relief conditioning. Closure is rewarded emotionally. Relief reinforces speed. Cause produces effect. Haste feels correct. That's the conditioning. Speed becomes virtue. Number 4. A man ignores subtle details that complicate his first thought. His eyes stop scanning. This is attentional narrowing. Focus locks after conclusion. Once a frame is set, input adapts. Cause leads to effect. Conflicting data fades. That's the blind spot. The picture stays simple. Number 3. A woman repeats her first interpretation to others. Each repetition sounds firmer. This is narrative solidification. Expression stabilizes belief. Speaking reinforces certainty. Cause produces effect. The thought hardens. That's the setting. The idea settles in place. Number 2. A man feels irritation when forced to reconsider. His jaw tightens briefly. This is re-evaluation aversion. Revisiting threatens efficiency.
Second thinking feels like regression. Cause leads to effect. Resistance protects the first thought. That's the defense. The shortcut guards itself. Number 1. A woman acts on her first thought without reflection. The action feels natural, automatic. This is intuitive dominance. The first response becomes default. Automation replaces analysis. Cause produces effect. Instinct governs behavior. That's the final trap. The thought leads, the mind follows. The brain trusts first thoughts because they reduce effort, not because they are superior. Speed calms uncertainty. Immediate answers quiet the discomfort of not knowing. Over time, the system learns that fast feels safe. The cost is subtle. The first thought becomes a gatekeeper. Alternatives feel intrusive. Reflection feels slow. Depth feels unnecessary. What began as efficiency turns into limitation. Awareness does not mean distrusting every instinct. It reveals the moment a thought is trusted because it arrived first, not because it survived examination. That moment is quiet and easy to miss. The most convincing thoughts are often the ones that never had to compete. They arrive early, settle in, and close the door behind them. And long after the decision feels obvious, the mind forgets there was ever another way to think.